Hey guys, how are ya? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifeoma Bosa. It's nice to see you guys again. I hope you guys are happy to see me. Ting, if you weren't happy, you wouldn't be clicking on this video. But look at you, clicking on this video, so you're happy. I know it's... I'm about to do my Q&A. In my last video, in my intro video, I'll link it down below. I said I'll do this video. So yeah, I got some questions off of the Instagrams. I'm about to pull up. I tried to do a little bit something different with my makeup today. If you see, do you see the eyeliner? The eyeliner just eyelining, and it make my eyes go pop. You understand? Ting. Make sure you guys like and comment under this video and subscribe to my channel. What else? Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the love and all the support and everything for my intro video, y'all.
I was really scared to post it, but it's okay because you guys supported me.
Thank you so very much. Now, let's get on with the video. So the first one says, why did you decide to start your channel? I know why. I sort of said in my last video, I wanted a creative space where I can express myself and all the different parts of myself, and I wanted to create a channel where people of color, specifically black people, can express themselves and tell their own stories without them being tainted by media. You feel me? I wanted a place where I can encourage others and give other people and show other people the love that I sometimes forget to show myself. I wanted to learn and grow. What else? Next. Where did you get your necklaces? I love them, my dad. Thank you very much. It's called Nonye brand. I bought it from there. It was probably like $15. If you guys can't tell, it's like an outline of Nigeria. Nigeria's like inside of it. Do you see it? Oh, I can do. You know how they do the ooh, ooh, that's oh, you see it? Focus. And then the second one, this one is like an outline of Africa. So there used to be a heart that hung here. Where it went, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, and I got that one from Hope for Us charity, and that one, I think that one was like $10. And the thing is, they're plated in gold. They're not actual gold, so it's not going to turn your neck green or anything. You understand? Because it's actual metals. So both websites, they don't only have Nigeria and Africa. They have, both of them I know have Africa, and then they have just a bunch of different African countries. Probably Cameroon, Ghana, you feel me, Senegal, maybe, I don't know. You can check them out to get the necklaces. They're really dope and they're really cute. And it's for a good cause, hey! And I know the proceeds for the Hope for Us, they go to charity. I'll insert the links down below. Next question. Can you help me glow? Not help, can you help me glow? Oh, my dear, oh, let me tell you something about this glow. This glow not be ordinary glow. This is revolutionary individuality. Golden Ify glow. Just kidding. Oh, but thank you. Gracias says on my cheekbone is the Fenty Beauty, of course. Ignore the dirtiness, cause you know. And then I mixed that with, what is this? This is from, it says Shella Color Pop. It's Color Pop. Booming. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it says booming. And that's what it looks like. Hold on, let me show you. I usually just dip it in the cap because it's really like potent. Oh, there it goes. Ha! Shimmer, shimmer in the sky. And that's what. Hey! Hey! What did I think was gonna happen? I'll clean that up later. And then my foundation, Born This Way, I just got this. It's really good. And then I mix that with, of course, you have to add the fancy because, you know, you have Jackie Aina and you have Rihanna. So, hey! And then my skincare routine, I'll probably do a video on my skincare routine. I wash my face with African black soap, and then I tone it. Use this toner. It's called Andalos Naturals. And then after that, I put aloe vera gel and I mix that with my lotion. I use Kerry lotion. Not a lot of people know about it, but I've been using it. Wow, I've been using it since I was a baby, and I don't plan on switching anything. So yeah, that's what I do for my face. Trust me, most of it is genetics. I'm sorry, I don't have much to say outside of that. Oh, but thank you, my dear. That's the glow. You know where the glow comes from? The glow comes from within. You have to channel it from within and then exuberate it and that's how it comes. You understand? Oh, I like this one. Thoughts on experience of being a black woman in non-black spaces. Whoo Chile. As a black woman, I do experience intersectionalities as being black, as being a woman, and then on top of that, it's a minor intersection, but it's like also me being, it's not minor actually, also me being Nigerian. I'm like hyper visible, but I'm invisible at the same time. You feel me? So like when I enter a space, like, oh, there goes a black girl. In their mind, they already have some socially constructed idea on who I am and the things I do and how I carry myself and my intelligence level and all those things. And at the same time, they're invisible to my own struggles. They're invisible to the fact that I am an individual and I do have my own identity and I'm just unique, you feel me? I'm a person. I try not to let it influence how I move, but inevitably it will influence how I move just because that's just the way society works. I don't use it as what perpetuates my downfall. I like to see it as, oh, I'm a black woman, I'm powerful. I'm a black woman because the world sees me as an underdog, but yo, I have so much stored up. Y'all ain't ready. There's so many troubles with being a woman because because of patriarchy and misogyny, there's different ways that you have to move in order to ensure your safety, and it can be very taxing a lot of the times because you're focusing so much on surviving. There's surviving and then there's living, you feel me? I want to live, and I try not to let the fact that being a black woman is difficult, and I try not to let that fact hinder me from it. I try to let it empower me, but it can get in the way sometimes, so it's hard. It's a lot of like self-reassurance, encouragement, and just still being mindful of the way the world works, but not letting that stop you from living your best life and being who you want to be. And oh, Nigerian. Igbo culture is very patriarchal, and it's very easy to fall into real extreme standards of what femininity is, and I have to say it is harder to break that box of femininity and break that box of what a woman should be when being part of Nigerian culture, because the tradition's like, because the standard is so strict. When I catch myself falling into it, I'm like, Ifoma, you're Nigerian, I understand that, you're Igbo, I get it, but if that doesn't align with your own philosophy of who you are, what you gonna do? Are you gonna fall into it or are you gonna break it? It's a lot harder to break it, but I'm trying to encourage myself to do that more just because I can't compromise my identity and my happiness. Are you ready for all these subs? Of course I am. I've been born ready, man. Where the subbies? Subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Next. What are your thoughts on perfection and imperfection in relation to beauty and nature? That's a very good, I like that question. I feel like everyone was created perfect. That's just, it's corny, but honestly, that's how I feel. We are all made to be individuals, and because of social standards, because of capitalism and the idea of selling you something, we've constructed this idea on what beauty should be in terms of like human beings. I feel like we were all created to be individuals, and we're all created to look a different way. We're not meant to look the same. So I feel like we're all beautifully made and wonderfully made in God's image. Our idea of perfection is lacking of flaws, but we've sort of like constructed this idea of a flaw in terms of what we look like, and then flaws out in nature, you feel me? Why do we have this idea of imperfection? Why can't it be that, oh, everything is perfect in their uniqueness? You get me? That's my question. That's sort of like, you know, my answer to the question is a question. Why have we constructed this idea of imperfection as opposed to looking at things perfect in their uniqueness? You get me? And then when it comes to individual beauty, like characteristics where I feel like real beauty comes from, there's definitely imperfection in that. Excuse me. Humans can be very selfish, and I know we definitely I'm not talking about like selfish where you're selfish in terms of looking out for yourself and looking out for your self-growth and your mental health and all of that. I'm talking about like selfish, like purposely, maliciously being just mean. Like, why? We're social creatures. Human beings are social creatures. We're meant to support and help each other. So why? Like, is it like some survival of the fittest type thing? Is that where that derives from? Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose all the pictures you've taken? See, I consider pictures as valuables, so I don't know. Assuming pictures aren't valuables, I'd much rather lose my money and my valuables. Because I can always get it back, you feel me? You understand? I can always get my laptop back. I can always make more money. But my pictures, I can't show my kids how fly I was when she was in college. Like, if I can't remember something, like, what's gonna jog my memory? Like, I have my writing, yes, but take my valuables. I'll keep my pictures. I have to show my kids, my family, college friends. Next. Please tell us what kind of water you drink to make your skin pop like that. Ordinary water, that's what I drink. I don't do anything out of the ordinary. In fact, I don't even drink enough water. I need to be drinking water. Next. Have you ever been bullied? Yes, I have. I was bullied in elementary school. Yeah, I was bullied in elementary school because, you know, I was a black girl. I'm black and I'm Nigerian, you feel me? So I get the questions like, oh, do your parents be like, do you guys live in huts? Da, 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 da. Most definitely, I got all of those. A majority of my school was Asian and Latinx, and there's a lot of anti-blackness in both communities, let's be honest. Middle school and high school were weird. Because, like, I had friends, I was cool with people the same way I'm cool with people now, but I let a lot of things go over my head. Like, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. If you hear that constantly, that's like, oh, that's the compliment I'm getting. All right, bet. So, like, little things like that, you get me? I didn't really know. I don't know if that's considered bullying, but just like when you hear a lot of that, you start to... It does something to you subconsciously. The video, I feel like the words just weren't working. So what I was trying to say was that during my high school and middle school, there were a lot of microaggressions because the black population was so small. And so a lot of the times it didn't bother me. It just went over my head. But in retrospect, it affected me subconsciously. If you guys get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I didn't have like a really traumatic bullying experience. But I was bullied a little. Yeah. What kind of sun you use in your pictures? Whatever the name of our solar system, that's the one I use. That's the ordinary sun I use. This is a light right now. Y'all can see it. That's the ring lights that I am using. But I use the ordinary sun, my dear. That's it. That's all I use. Oh, let me put this back. Yeah. Next. Do you have a boyfriend? No. I've been single as a Pringle all my life. I have friends that ask me, oh my God, Ifeoma, why are you single? Da, 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 da. To be honest, I don't know. If you have an answer, let me know. A lot of people say that,
oh, it's because, like, you know, you're intimidating and guys feel intimidated and this, that, that.
I'm really tired of hearing that excuse. Because one, every single guy that I've interacted with is intimidated. I refuse to believe it. And two, if they're intimidated, that's not my own wahala. That's your own business. It's you that's quickening in fear of me. What is there to be scared of? I'm a very personable person. 5 people, parents not included, because duh, obviously, that are really important to you. Okay, the duh, obviously, not everyone has a good relationship with their parents, so... But 5 people who are really important to me are, I'd say, my sister Chidera, of course, my little brother Ifeanyi, my cousin Odinaka Chukwu, Fool, my older sister Nikki. She is so strong and she handles hers, period, by all means necessary. She handles it with grace, with elegance, and she doesn't take shit from anyone. Nikki does not take BS from anyone. And so yeah, I really appreciate you. My best friend Shay. Yeah, I feel like in the moments where I feel they just by talking to them, they ground me and they remind me of who I am, where I came from. Those are the 5. What's it like at UCLA? What's it like at UCLA, University of Calves, Legs, and Ass? It's cool. It's a lot of work, to be honest. It's stressful. It can get very stressful if you let it. It can get the best of you. Let me be honest. If you let it, it can easily get the best of you, because college is hard. Think about it. You're in a different space that you've never been before. You have this level of independence that you didn't have before. Well, for the most traditional students, you have a level of independence you didn't have before. Now you're in a space where you can make your own mistakes for yourself. You feel me? And you have to make up for it. It's interesting. It's challenging, but someone said college is the best and the worst time of your life. And so far, I agree. I'm having the best time of my life, but the worst. Because when I tell you depression be real, anxiety be real, I should be backhanded you. Oh, UCLA likes to pride itself on being a very diverse school. We are not that diverse. There's like what, 4% black students on this campus, and most of them are athletes. But even though there's a small amount of black students on campus, I'd say that the black community is very tight-knit for the most part. During my first year, I lived on the African diaspora floor, which was very, I'd say as a first year, it was very refreshing because, like I said, you're in this new place, new space, don't know anybody, hardly know anybody, but being on the black floor really helped me because you're in this world where people were, like I said before, you're hyper invisible, but you're invisible at the same time. So people don't know you, people don't know your story, people are rude and don't know how to treat individuals, but then when you come back to the black floor, it's like, oh, I'm home. During my second year, like right now, I'm spending more time alone, which I think is very important, so I get to know myself better, so it's not as easy to get lost in the sauce of it all. So yeah, that's UCLA. Oh my god, and the hills and the stairs and the everything. Jesulomba. I have never seen anywhere where you have to climb that many stairs as you climb at this place. Because it's not, this campus isn't accessible. Like, you have to go to the nooks and crannies and the banks and bridges to find an elevator somewhere. If I, God forbid, if I break my leg today, how will I get around? It's gonna be so much harder, bro. UCLA, fix it. Next. Why are you so cute? Thanks. I don't know. My parents, they did a good job. That's all I have to say. But my dad, you're looking quite spicy yourself. Looking quite succulent yourself. Go on with your bad self. Rawr. Next question. How do you find your style? So, my style started, when did it start? I say sophomore year in high school. I started thrifting and I found some really dope things at thrift stores. And I've always been really craftsy. So thrift stores were like, and I think when I was, how old was I? Was I 16? Either 14 or 16 my parents got me a sewing machine. And so that just upped the ante. You feel me? Thrift stores and sewing machines, wow. That's where my style started. And I just started with just things that I liked. And when I'd go to thrift stores if something was too big, I usually buy my things oversized so I can sew them down to whatever size fit me. I just go to thrift stores and just find whatever I liked and I put it on. And I like thrift stores because there's such a big diverse amount of things you can buy. So you have, it's outside of all the trendy and all the, you know, fashion. I still go on Fashion Nova, I still go on Boohoo, I still do all those things. But it's outside of the trend, so you get to find things that you like that are unique to you. You get to make them, and because I had a sewing machine, I got to make it my own. So yeah, that's how I started finding my style. And now it's just a matter of, do I like it or not? And it can be, honestly, it can be the trendy Fashion Nova stuff, it can be the hipster stuff, it can be whatever. If I like it, I'm gonna wear it. And I think that's where fashion comes from. Liking, like looking for something that you like, determining whether it looks good or not, because you can like it, but sometimes it just doesn't look good. Do you rock it with confidence? Do you feel like your best you when you wear it? And yeah, that's how I find my style. You know, started with thrifting and now I just wear what I want. Because I am still kind of insecure.
Not even kind of.
I still am insecure about my body. I try to actively not let that interfere me from wearing what I want to wear. Even though sometimes it gets the best of me, I'm trying hard to work against that and wear what I want to wear regardless, despite whatever my body shape is. And some people like to say, oh my god, you're not even that big, you're not even plus size, da, 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 da. But I know I'm not skinny, so I mean, come on, what's the deal? I weigh 200 pounds, sweetheart. I'm a size 14 ranging to 20, so I can be all up in it, honestly. So I'm trying not to let my body shape and my body size stop me. It's hard sometimes, but you know, I will make it true. Next, what made you start dancing? All my life I've performed. I remember just being in theater and I just loved it. I loved running across stage. I loved acting and putting on characters and dressing in costumes. And then middle school, I was also part of theater for 6th grade. After that, you just know budget cuts and how LAUSD works and all the nonsense that goes into cutting back arts programs. They got rid of theater at my school. So the next thing up was dance. And I remember taking dance class with Miss Pante. Hey miss, what's going on? I remember taking dance with her and then she, like, it was just, I just fell in love. I just fell in love. And I'm telling you, before that, I used to not dance. I used to be so shy to dance at parties, like even Nigerian parties. I used to be so shy to like dance, like actively. Like I can be on stage performing, but to dance at a party, it would not happen. But I just fell in love with dance. It was hip hop specifically that got me. So I danced in 7th grade. I danced in 8th grade. Started competing in all of that good stuff. And then in high school, I joined the high school dance team. 9th grade and 10th grade, I was in the dance team. We did competitions, all of it.
The Six Flags, the go on the bus, the do your makeup, the cheer, all of it. We did all of it.
And then 11th and 12th grade, I was captain and I was still on team. So I was captain of the team for my last 2 years in high school and I just loved it. Yeah, and then when I got to college, I was thinking about this. I remember thinking about this during my senior year in high school, but I was like, I've done hip hop all these years and I've never done Nigerian dance. But I remember I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to do it. So when I get to college, I'm gonna do dance team. So guess what? First year of college, I did the NSA dance team and it was really fun. I love Afrobeats, don't get me wrong, but hip hop was my first love. I still want to get back into hip hop, so I'm gonna try like going to heels classes and taking more hip hop classes at like Millennium and what's that place called? What's it called? Playground or something? Playground in LA, Millennium, Movement Lifestyle. I want to go to all those different dance studios and just tap back in, you feel me? Because it's very therapeutic and that's where a lot of my confidence came from. Just because when you're on stage, it's so, if you guys dance, you know that especially when you're learning, it's so uncomfortable doing the actual dance movements because you're dancing, it's not supposed to be comfortable. You're moving your body, you're out of breath, you're tired, you're sweating, it's not supposed to be comfortable. But while you're on stage, you have to have this like, this animation, you have to take on a character, and you have to give the people a story, give them a show. So you're forced to be confident in that moment. And I remember my coach always told me, fake it till you make it. And then at a point, I was like, all right, bet, I'll fake it till I make it, you feel me? I can fake this. And then I realized, if I was faking it this whole time, that means I was actually doing it. I was actually behaving and acting in confidence. So therefore, it's there. The confidence is there. I just have to tap into it without thinking that I'm faking it and actually embodying it and believing in myself that I am confident. You get what I mean? So just take away the fake part, but that's honestly where a lot of my confidence comes from. Dance. I love you too, Kennedy. What that booty do? What that booty do? That booty do. What the fuck? That's what that booty do. Next. Do you have a skincare routine or is your glow just genetics? I'm telling you. See how many times? Oh, my dear. I have a skincare routine, but I'm telling you it's a majority genetics. I'm sorry. Drop the skincare routine now, sis.
Put it in the back.
Thank you, mommy and daddy, for really great genetics. You feel me? The skin is always on 1,000. I'll have to, it's always on 1,000. 0 to 100. But yeah, guys, that's my video. Thanks for tuning back in. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You like in the liking, bam, you push it. And you comment underneath, what did you enjoy? What do you want to see? And then make sure the red one, you can't miss the red one. It's bright and it's red. Subscribe to, that's what you have to do. All 3 of them. Just do one and come on the other one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch my next video in the next 2 weeks. I might post something for Christmas. I'm definitely post something for New Year. Tune into that. I really love and appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. You understand? I will see you guys later. Oh, are you guys messing with the highliner? Oh, do you see? Yeah, bye guys. See ya. It's still here. Mama born you. Your mama born you well. And you're beautiful too. I want to hold you.